Hey, what's going on, people? Alright, so let me just introduce myself. My name's Brother Lee, and I am a music producer, but I do play this game here, Planet Coaster. This game, Planet Coaster, has taken a lot of my time. But yeah, today we're going to be building Ghost Rider at Knox Prairie Farm. I'm working on the whole park at the moment, but I really want to show how this was being built. I'm willing to take some feedback to the most part. I'm already kind of like really in depth. Oh, what should I say? I've already like kind of finalized the track work already because I kind of already covered majority of the track in lights. Because if you ever been to the park, the ride has about thousands of lights covered throughout the whole entire ride. Little orange strip lights, and I use the fairy 1 meter lights to give off that same vibe. And if I have to change any of the track, that means I have to delete the fairy lights. But for the most part, I've only got up to the lift hill. So at the end of this video, I guess I might still be willing to change some parts, depending on what part you guys say is fucked up. But yeah. So yeah, let's see what's going on right here. So basically, the ride starts off with this little left-hand turn, drops you down, and then you make a little another right turn and starts taking you up towards the lift. This section was a lot harder than what I thought, because in real life it really just kind of creeps out of the station and builds up momentum. But in Planet Coaster, I tried that, and the friction, even with the friction update that we got, which is great, don't let me sound like I'm hating on the friction, but yeah, when it goes out slow and then builds up speed, it just wasn't enough speed to do what it does in real life. So I ended up having to launch it. Well, not really launch it, but change the speed it exits the station to like 19 miles per hour. So it would whip around the corners and give you that same sensation that you get in real life. But yeah, so right here I'm just working on that little turn slash uprising that you do. And then it kind of brings you back down to the ground, evens you out, getting you ready for the lift. So yeah, and then I just realized I kind of messed up again, so I'm probably gonna delete it. I think I go back and delete it again. I don't know. I think this time I may have got it. We'll see. Yeah, I kind of fucked it up. Yeah, it just didn't work out. Getting things to line up in this game is much harder than it looks like. You're like, oh, you just want to put that track next to that building and have it, you know, have it just like almost touching, but not. It is a lot more difficult than it looks, trying to just get a straight line going. And you know, I could have put on angle snap, but that would have just created a lot more issues and make things look really jagged. So I had to just keep angling it, playing with it till it'll get close enough. And then I started to do the lift. The lift is surprisingly steep on this ride. When I got on it, I was like, damn, we are kind of like going up high. I would have been scared as hell to get on this as a kid. There was no way you're gonna get me on this. I don't know, wouldn't. You know, I would have just been like terrified of it. No way you're getting me on this as a kid. But I don't know, Wooden Roller Coaster was just like, I don't know, the structure of it, now that I look at it as an adult, it looks amazing. They're a beautiful piece of work of art. But as a kid, I don't know, it just looks like an accident waiting to happen. And you know, my family members getting off, they're just like, they almost look like they died when they got off. They're just like, my back, my neck. And I'm like, what's the point of getting on if it's not even comfortable? It just didn't make sense as a kid. And that was in like, it had to be like 2000, maybe 2000. No, it had to be either 2000 or 99, because I went to the park before Accelerator came out. So it was even bad then. But now, GCI has done wonders to that ride. It's almost comparable to RMC, if not as smooth as an RMC. Let me think about that. No, it's not as smooth as Twisted Colossus, but it's definitely smoother than the GCI at Six Flags. Apocalypse is just kind of like riggedy, but this shit is like buttery smooth. Um, yeah, if you get a chance, go get on this. This was a great ride. You probably wait like 35, 40 minutes to get on the ride, but the ride is almost like 2 minutes, so it's probably like one of the longest rides I've been on, because Twisted Colossus is a great ride, but it's kind of short. Even though you go around the track twice, but I just feel like it's really short. And then this section right here gave me so much problems. I don't know about this little drop section. So, am I supposed to be using an offset bank to like get this to happen? Like a turn that basically hugs the ground as it's going down. Not hug the ground, but like it basically turns and gets ready to hug the ground. That's how I would describe it. But I ended up like fixing it a lot later in the videos. I mean, not late, yeah, later in this video, but I stopped recording and like went into detail and like really shaped it. But I don't know, I stopped recording because I didn't want to like have a crazy amount of storage of videos on this, because I just like deleted like 70 gigs of videos, and this is just not gonna take up my whole computer space. So I didn't record going into like smoothing everything, but you will see me make the skeleton of this track. So you guys can say what you want in the comment section saying this is not exact, but you guys won't really see the exact layout until I do the POV or cinematics, because I just don't show the final detailing process, because that took longer than this whole skeleton. I think I just went into like going over each part in detail and writing it numerous times, which can be very tedious. But I built the whole track with 4-meter pieces for the first time in my life, and it came out way better than I thought. I didn't even realize I was building with 4-meter pieces until I tried to make a piece shorter, and then I was like, oh shit, I don't have a shorter piece. Damn, maybe there should be a 1-meter track. I don't know if that's even exists in real life, if there's a 1-meter track. Maybe 4 meters is probably the smallest track piece. But yeah, so we're just trying to make this freaking airtime hill as smooth as possible. I ended up fixing it later, and I think I still don't even like how it ends up leveling out. I think I might even go back into the game and fix the way this is shaped, because it didn't look right at all. But I ended up changing it because if you've ever been to the park, you know that there's like a little street that goes underneath the end of the airtime hill, and that street's gonna be there in the game too. I'm gonna add all of that, so everything needs to be right to where you can put a street and cars can go underneath it. Also a concrete ceiling. So when I get done with this video, I'm gonna go look at that. I might record me fixing that section. I don't know if that's something you guys want to see. Leave a comment, and if you guys want to see detailing like that and stuff like that. But yeah, we're working on this little bank turn leading you back towards the station. GCI really fixed this corner right here. This was like hell for anyone that wrote this prior to 2016. This turn was pretty much just like, if you ever seen those turns in RCT 3 where they're just instant, that's kind of like the sensation you were getting on these. There was like little to none banking going on here, and it would just break your neck. So GCI came and like banked it a little bit. It's kind of like an outer banked, but the train doesn't actually outer bank. It just really takes off the load and allows you to hit that turn easier. And this drop, I still don't like the transition I got going on it. When I write the POV, it still looks kind of like a sketch to me. And I just realized how hard it is to talk for like 10 minutes. This is way more tiring than I thought. So I give it up to those people that are constantly doing this on a regular day basis. This is not my day job. I had to grab something to drink because my voice is getting so dry. And I know this hill looks so fucked up right here, but it does not stay like this. I really had to like grab a Ghost Rider recreation from the workshop and see how other people did that hill to get a perspective in game, because you can't really get pictures of that hill on Google Earth or whatever, you know, Google Street Images. I watched a lot of videos behind the scenes tours of Ghost Rider, and that hill is just not really shown so much. So I seen how other people did it, and I kind of just borrowed the way they went at it. And I don't know, I don't think I showed in this video. Maybe in episode 2 you're gonna see how I pull out a workshop item Ghost Rider, and I'll give out credit to that person's Ghost Rider. It was an okay. I think he made it prior to the release of the game, maybe even, or just when roller coasters first starting to roll around. So it's not the best, and but he had the drop. I think his drop is better than mine. I like it better. But the turn, he basically, on his layout, I basically seen that the coaster is basically hugging itself on every corner. So it's like an L shape, and every time the coaster makes a major switch in direction, it's hugging itself. And I noticed this, so I went back and made the coaster hug itself on that turn. And also, when you bank harder, I guess like the supports get bigger, like they add more layers of supports, and then that really helped for filling out the gaps. Okay, so this is getting towards the end of the video, and I'm just like really tightening things up and smoothing and more smoothing, and watching the train kill itself a bunch of times, which would be hilarious to watch in real life. That drop that is where the train is falling off is almost better than the first drop of the ride. I swear to you, it has so much airtime on that. That's my favorite part of the ride, when you just go off that straight hill into the drop. But that is almost gonna basically conclude this episode. I'm gonna leave you guys with a couple little cinematic shots of what the ride looks like right now, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and get in that comment section. You know, destroy this video, talk shit. You know, talk your shit. Let me know what you think about this.